end up a misfit trying to fit in. This ends when I stand up and see the hands of the standard. Holy is the Lamb. Now we holding you to man up, cause we were made in His image. Start looking at what you came from.
You know, biblical manhood is understanding that God has designed the blueprint for manhood, and so you're not operating in masculinity or manhood if you're just doing what society or culture tells you to do. You're not really operating in true masculinity or true manhood unless you're doing what God calls manhood or God calls masculinity. And I think Jesus is the perfect picture of authentic biblical masculinity. Jesus, you know, he was selfless. You know, he was willing to sacrifice himself for others and for the woman he loved, the church. And so a man should be willing to sacrifice himself, and especially for his wife, his bride. You know, Jesus was, he walked in authority and he respected authority. And so he lived to do the will of his Father. But he did not, you know, passively, you know, walk through life without saying, no, I'm responsible here. Like, I have an authoritative mission here and I'm responsible. And so he embraced his responsibility. Whereas you see Adam in scripture saying, God, the woman you gave me, she did it. You know, him being a passive man. And we've seen that a lot in our families where men come home and they're passive. They just want to sit down and watch TV. Woman, you take care of all this stuff. I don't know what's going on with these kids. And Jesus embraced that responsibility to the point of taking upon himself others' sin. You know, it wasn't his fault that you know, we sinned against God and deserved eternal torment. It wasn't his fault, you know, but he still took that upon his own back. And that's masculinity, that's manhood. That's a great picture of biblical manhood. It's being responsible, not being passive, definitely being selfless. And I think those are some key pictures to masculinity. Some people say as long as you provide for your family, that's it. And you know, any mammal does that. Any animal takes care of his own, provides food. Birds provide food for their little chicklets or whatever. So it's got to be more to it than that.